is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to my top 25 players under the age of 25 list video. You guys have been wanting to see this. Drop a like if you guys are enjoying these kind of ranking videos. The last couple of days I have done my all-stars for 2026, and I have done a top 30 players, what I think will be like in 2026. That was super fun to do. And today I'm gonna be giving you guys my top 25 under 25 right now. And this is pretty much where I think they are right now. It's not like what I'm projecting them to be like in 5 years, who will have the best career. It's just pretty much the best players right now that are under the age of 25. Obviously, this is my subjective list. There is no perfect list to this. So it's just my opinion, and we can leave it at that. And you can let me know what you disagree with down below, because I'm sure you'll disagree with something. Because if everybody agreed with this list, it'd be pretty weird, right? It'd be pretty weird if everybody agreed with this list. So I have their ages next to their names here. We have a pool of about 34 players, so there'll be 9 players not making it. I think this is pretty much everybody that you consider. If there's somebody that I'm missing that you think should be here, like any other 2020 rookies, like I didn't put like Emmanuel Quickly here. I didn't put Darius Garland just because I think there was no shot that they were making the top 25 list. Even like Mitchell Robinson, I didn't think there was any way I'd probably put him in the top 25. I do have like RJ Barrett there. But yeah, if I was missing anybody, please let me know down below. And with no Giannis Antetokounmpo, there is a new number one. I mean, he hasn't been under 25 for a little bit. But the now number one player is going to be Luka Doncic. He will be my number one player in the under 25 list, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. He's a top 10 player in the NBA. He's a walking triple-double, and he's only 22 years old. Yeah, he's going to be on this number one on this list for the next 2 years until he's obviously 25, and then we'll have a new guy. So number 2, it gets a little interesting. There's some players to consider. You can have Ben Simmons. You can have Zion Williamson. You can have Jason Tatum. And I think it's going to come down to either Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons. And I think I'm going to go with Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum is going to come in number 2 on my top 25 under 25 list. What he does as a wing on offense and defense, him being 23, or he's not 23, right? Isn't he 19? Yeah, he's 19. So, yeah, he's coming up there on the list at number 2, and I think I'm pretty good with that. I'm going to give Ben Simmons some love here and put him number 3 for what he does on the defensive floor. What I do there. What he does on the defensive floor is just incredible. He can guard positions 1 through 5 at an elite level. He's also great in transition. He's a great inside scorer. He's a phenomenal passer, a great rebounder. He's a smart player as well. And, yeah, obviously the knock on him is his outside shooting, but that's not going to matter to me when I actually value other ways of basketball other than just three-point shooting or outside shooting. Because obviously he's not an isolation player, but being the third best player under the age of 25 with no jump shot is pretty incredible. Okay, so I know people will get kind of annoyed by that, but I'll have Jason Tatum. I think he was 23. So number 4, it's between Donovan Mitchell, Zion Williamson, and I think Devin Booker. But I'm going to put Devin Booker there at number 4. Where is he? There he is. He's coming in at number 4 in my top 25 under 25. And then I'm going to have Donovan Mitchell right after. I think that they are pretty much hand in hand. Like you can have Donovan 4 and Booker 5. I think that's fine with me. Yes, Mitchell's a better defender and has been to the playoffs a little bit more than Booker. But we're finally, knock on wood, good to see Devin Booker in the playoffs this year. Thank you, Chris Paul. And it'll be very exciting to see. So, yeah, we can delete these guys. So coming in at number 6, I think I got to go with Bam. Yeah, I got to go with Bam at number 6. One-time All-Star. What he does at the 5 is super versatile. As a passer, as a ball handler, somebody that can handle the ball like a guard at the 5 position, and just an incredible defender, incredible shot blocker, great in getting the passing lanes, and he's coming in at number 6. And, okay, so number 7 is going to be, I think it's going to be Zion for me. Do I go Zion or Jaylen Brown? Because obviously, like, Shea is great, but I wouldn't say Shea's better than Zion at this current moment. So I'm going to give Zion, no, I'm going to actually, do I go Jaylen Brown? Okay, it's between Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, or Zion Williamson. That's who I'm considering for number 7. Brandon Ingram or Zion Williamson. I'm going to go Jaylen Brown. I'll be nice to Jaylen. He's just an incredible scorer. He's a great defender. He's a good shooter. And he's going to come in there. Honestly, if they're like 1 or 2 positions apart, like you could switch them and I wouldn't like care. Like, so don't complain in the comments, oh, I would have Devin Booker ahead of, or excuse me, I would have Jaylen Brown ahead of Donovan Mitchell. Like, that is fine. If they're 2 spots off from each other, I could be easily persuaded and convinced for your opinion there. So I'm going to go Jaylen Brown there at number 7. I'm going to go Brandon Ingram at number 8. I'm going to say Brandon Ingram is still a little bit better than Zion Williamson at the moment. And then I'm going to have Zion right after him. Okay, this is pretty easy. He'll be number 9. And then I'm going to put, I think, okay, so now it's who do I like better, Trey, Ja, or Shea? I think I still got to put Trey there for what he does as a scorer on the offensive end. Obviously, he's not a very good defender, but I'm going to put him there at 10. I know Shea's a way better defender, but I just can't knock on Trey's offensive ability. And then I'm going to probably put Ja. I'm going to probably put Ja at 12. Would I put any of these guys above Ja? Nope. Okay, so we're going to have Ja Morant here at number 12. I'm going to put, I think, yeah, we're going to put Ja there. I do like Shea a little bit more than Ja. I'm going to put De'Aaron Fox at number 13. There we go. And I think, because obviously, like, if he wasn't playing in Sacramento, he'd be, like, so much more recognizable because he's a fantastic player, and he's one of the very few things Sacramento is going for them. Obviously, they have Tyrese Haliburton, who probably won't be making this list, but I just want to throw him up there because he'll definitely be an honorable mention. So we have our 13 guys so far, so we're almost halfway done. Or we're pretty much over halfway done. So 14, I think it's between Jamal Murray, LaMelo. I think I got to give it to Jamal Murray. Yeah, I'm going to give it... no, I'm actually going to give it to Domantas Sabonis, who's 24 years old. I think Miles Turner is the one that's, like, birthdays in, like, 5 days, so he just makes this cut. So, yeah, we're going to put Domantas Sabonis at 14. I think that's good with me. He was an All-Star this year, second straight year. And then I think I'm going to go with Jamal Murray right behind him at 15. Yeah, let's do that. And then, I think I'm going to give... I think I'm going to give it to LaMelo Ball, number 16. I mean, John Collins... Did we give it to John Collins? We could give it to Jared Jackson Jr., Michael Porter Jr. But no, I'm going to give it to LaMelo Ball. It's like weird. Like, who do you think's better right now, LaMelo Ball or RJ Barrett? I'm going to give it to LaMelo. I'm going to put him as like the 16th. Like, obviously, I think LaMelo Ball will probably have a better career than some of these guys, like maybe Jamal Murray, maybe even Trae Young, and like some of these other guys in between. He could even have a better career than like Ja Morant and such. But I think right now, I would take all 15 of these players over LaMelo Ball. And I know Sabonis isn't the sexy player. He plays in Indiana. Obviously, he's not like this crafty guy, and he's super popular. But you got to give him credit and give credit where credit is due. So number 17, man, I am itching to give it to RJ. Okay, so like who I'm considering at 17, it's RJ. Probably just RJ, John Collins. I do like Mikal Bridges a lot. And I want to give Mikal Bridges some love. And then probably Aiden. You know what? I love Mikal Bridges' defensive ability. And you guys know I love me some defense and three-point shooting. And just some length there. So Mikal Bridges is going there at 17. I'm going to give RJ Barrett number 18 love. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit of a biased pick. But I do like RJ there. And then I'm going to give DeAndre Aiden number 19. I think he's just going to be a double-double machine throughout his whole career, and I think he's just going to continue to get better as we see him consistently being on the floor, especially we're going to see some playoff Aiden this year, hopefully. And then I'm going to put John Collins at number... I mean, I do love Jared Jackson Jr.'s defensive ability a little bit more, so I'm actually going to put Jackson Jr., and then I'm going to go John Collins right after, I think. So, all right, let me reassess this list because we just put a lot of names down. So at this moment, we have 21 names down. As you can see, we'll kind of zoom out a little bit. I think I'm good with this. So we have, how many spots left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots left. I think guys Colin Sexton, though. So I feel like I got to put Colin Sexton in front of RJ Barrett, though. I kind of completely disregarded Colin Sexton. All right, so, I mean, like, who would you want right now, RJ or Colin Sexton? That is a tough one. You know, I'm going to put him right behind RJ. This might be I don't know. Like, let me know down below. Who would you rather have right now, Colin Sexton or RJ Barrett? I really don't know who I prefer. Maybe I'd prefer Sexton. Oh, this is tough. Okay, you know what? Maybe I would prefer Sexton. It's very close, so that's why they're going to be one tier apart. So I'm going to do that. So, yeah, that is currently our top 22. Like, it's tough because Isaac's not playing this year. I mean, like, Edwards and, like, Wiseman, like, they played such few basketball. And, like, Edwards has played such few good basketball. Like, he's been good his last 10, 12 games. He's been phenomenal. But, like, I don't think Brandon Clark makes the list, unfortunately. I'm going to eliminate Brandon Clark. I'm going to eliminate... Jeez, this stuff. I'm going to eliminate Jared Allen. I don't think he... but does Jared Allen make the cut? I mean, I don't think Brandon Clark makes the cut. So we got literally 3 spots left. I'm feeling Michael Porter Jr. here. But, like, no, I'm going to give it to Lonzo. Lonzo's having an incredible year. I'm going to give it to Lonzo for what he does in the passing game on the defensive floor or side of the floor, and he's been a phenomenal three-point shooter this year. And he's a smart basketball player, so he's going to come in there at 23. So we have 2 more spots. This is tough. This is tough. I feel like I got to give Miles Turner some love for his defensive ability and his shot blocking skills, so I'm going to give him the second to last spot. And then who gets the final spot? Okay, I'm not probably going to give it to Halliburton. It's tough, like, for these rookies. I don't think I'm going to give it to any of these rookies or Jarrett Allen. I don't think I'm going to give it to Wiseman either. Like, I would consider Edwards over Wiseman and Halliburton. So it comes down between these 5 players to get the final spot. Jonathan Isaac, I don't think I'm going to give it to just because he's not playing right now, and I don't know what he's going to be like after the injury. I mean, DeJounte Murray's been phenomenal. OG Anunoby's been great. Porter Jr. I'm leaning towards Porter Jr. And you know what? I think I'm going to give it to Michael Porter Jr., that final spot. Yeah, I'm going to give it to MPJ. So that is my top 25 under 25. It really does suck, like, making these lists because there's so many good players that are going to be missing out. Like, it'd be Murray, and I would probably give it to Anunoby, and then Hero, then DeJounte Murray would probably be the next 3 spots. And then it would probably go to, like, Anthony Edwards, Isaac, Halliburton, Wiseman, Allen, and Clark. I don't know, but I probably have Jared Allen in front of James Wiseman, actually. Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe Jared Allen should be making this list. Maybe I'm too high on RJ Barrett. Maybe I'm too high on Mikal Bridges. Maybe I'm too high on Lonzo Ball. But yeah, that is going to be my top 25 under 25 list. If you guys did enjoy, drop a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Obviously, this is really tough to do, and if you want to put like OG, Hero, Murray, or any of these guys in red between 20 and 25, that is perfectly fine by me because you know what? This is, like, really hard to do, and all these players deserve to be in the top 25. So, yeah, like, there is 30-something good players here, and there's only 25 spots, so it's really tough to do. If you guys enjoyed, drop a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you disagree with. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.